Hey, glad you can make it, cause today we are playing more FTB Pyramid. Some stuff has changed. You'll see more about that stuff in just a little bit. We did some base tours. So, without further ado, here they are.
They're silent on Team Yellow now, having popped over here. We're going to, I'm going to show the guys around what I've got done. Not a whole lot yet, just got some basic resource automation with the charcoal feeding 3 furnaces and then energy transfer nodes feeding my 3 resource generators. One of which is dedicated to whatever metals and such that I need. That's the middle one. The other on the side being for whatever earth and decorative items that I'm working on, and then my charcoal generator. And already 62 million RF in the powered crafting table, so I can probably make an awful lot more of these resource generators, just because when you play this pack on a server and things stay chunk loaded and processing for long periods of time, generating lots of power or fluids is pretty simple. Other than that, mostly framework. I've got a grass area that will eventually be a ranch. I've got a dirt area that'll eventually be a farm. I've built myself a whole bunch of double thick basalt on top of marble so that I can have a nice large area to work with and build all of the things that I might want. Have a tiny oak tree farm set up, just 3x3 trees with enough space that the leaves won't overwrite each other, so I get maximum number of saplings. And then the fun part. Stand here. Bye.
I like it.
Fast drop to the portal area. I haven't done anything in the end yet, but that's on my list of things to do sometime soon because I want lots of ender pearls. And otherwise, I've got a relatively nice setup in the nether that I'm pretty happy with at the moment. Seem to be the one of us that's done much here. This is a anti-gassed cage because there's no roof on our nether areas. And then I'm going to be putting I think an iron door in here because while I'm out here, sometimes pigmen spawn back there. If you stand next to the portal, then pigmen will spawn over there across the way. You can see some just popped in already. But nothing will spawn on my platform because it's all within 24 blocks. So then it's just a matter of coming out here and using your weapon of choice to smack one of the pigmen on the other side. They'll all try to get to you, but they can't. They're too far away. They can't make it across this gap, so they end up just following closely, but not quite at you. I'm going to extend the platform that you see here to the other end as well. And then once you've killed them all, you just break a block of glass and go over and pick up the drops. Perfectly safe unless there's a ghast. And you can get a lot of pigmen to spawn pretty quickly, as there's nowhere else for them to go except other nether platforms, and the spawn limit with everybody on the server is something like 240. So if you actually need to move a couple blocks back for them to spawn, you really need to stand at the edge of the portal, but you can see them already popping up. Lots of pigmen in the distance. So I use that to get some gold, and I've been coming down and killing them every now and then just for fun of it and see what other things that they drop. I don't know if the drops have been customized at all. Looks like Belgabor and Finn have the start of a platform over there. It's where the ghasts usually come from. But yeah, that's pretty much it over here so far.
Nice.
Unfortunately, to get back up, you have to either teleport or climb a very long ladder. Or that.
Well, I'd only switched because it seems like when you're in spectator mode, you can't go through another portal.
Interesting.
So.
I wonder if you could teleport to a player that's in the nether in spectator mode.
Don't know. I didn't try that.
But yeah, once I have sheep or, a classic monster farm generating string, I'm planning on replacing this ladder with elevators, which are available from the elevator mod and are made with, wool around an ender pearl.
Yes. I love the elevator mod.
Yep. It's the same as the old open blocks elevators, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the trapdoor is here just so that you can't accidentally fall through, and also because I was vaguely worried that I might have enough horizontal momentum when I was jumping in here to end up misaligning with the pool of water at the bottom.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a heart-wrenching drop. Curse you, rain. Yeah, that's my island. Thanks for visiting.
I like it.
So this is going to be my base tour. I started out with just expanding when I got to stone.
I like what you've done with the chisel for your tree farm. Or maybe it's not a tree farm, maybe it's just meant to be a shady walkway.
Well, it's acts as both at the moment. I haven't actually set up a tree farm, but it's doing the job. I've got the basic Farah's wall of items, TM. It's not the actual term, but the less one is the true one is less polite. So I have managed to automate production of charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
We've already seen that it's possible from Finn and Belkabor. I've only got 2 furnace generators supplying, and I'm basically interchanging what I need at the moment. I did attempt to build a grassy area over here for passives, but this is eventually going to end up becoming my small farm.
It is the exact right size for doing so.
Yep.
From 1 block of water.
Indeed. Oh, hey, grass does spread across diagonal.
Mm-hmm. I see you like to live and build dangerously.
What, you mean only 1 layer deep?
Yes.
Yeah, so I intend to get a builder's one of those stone builders ones and put another layer under this in a little. But I wanted to make sure that if it didn't give me the minor lag, that I wasn't going to just walk off the edge unintentionally, because that has happened to me.
Mm.
I've been playing more with decorative than actual functional at the moment.
Now, we should talk about why that grass platform isn't going to work for you, because the red island, and seemingly only the red island, has a prevents passive animals from spawning torch that requires you to build further away from the mission island before you can actually get passive animals to spawn. So if you are playing multiplayer and you're on Team Red, know that you need to build out to where that frame that you can see above us is.
So I have several areas marked out in my sort of elevator tunnel for additional layers. I haven't expanded on them yet, but there's nothing really going on in my nether. So that's pretty much all I have assembled so far.
And I see that this is a one-way trip at the moment.
Yes, I've been using the ability to just jump back up.
Right. Rejoin your team, or you can set home and such, thanks to FTB utilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All
I
right.
have the remaining 2 ladders. I just forgot to put them down there.
Well, thanks for showing us around.
That's all right.
Yep. Like it. Looks nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here we are at Finvera and Belgabor's island, or the entrance thereof. The green team, right?
Very much.
Yep.
Excellent. Looks like you've got quite the setup, probably the, hello Piggy, most advanced of the lot of us. Why don't you show us around?
Okay. Yeah, this
What
is
have you
pretty
got
much
going on?
the starter stuff, like just some storage and the furnace and like the, what do you call it, seaback generator instead. We're no longer using that.
Just gonna leave it there anyway, huh?
I haven't gotten around to clean it up, and we haven't had need of the space yet. So, yeah, over here is the slightly automated setup. We have one resource generator producing charcoal, and on a loop which feeds into the furnace generator.
Looks like you've got 3 furnace generators set up.
Yes, there's the two here, one for the feedback loop and one for our current resource generation. So far I've only set up one, which for now is enough, but once we get more resources I probably set up another one. The other one is for the stuff downstairs, which we probably will get to in a second, where I've set up the machines. And here's just like preparing for the next steps. I've placed down a coke oven and made some creosote just in case we need it later, which we probably will. And the other stuff is just...
I do want to take a moment to point out this cobblestone generator tier 2 over here.
Oh,
Tier
yeah,
2,
we
huh?
made that one, which will probably cause us some issues, but yeah, we made the cobblestone generator block.
I don't know, it doesn't seem to be causing issues.
No, not yet, but like we will need lava and we'll have to find a way to make it, so sooner or later. But I think we'll solve that with a mob spawn in the nether.
Mm-hmm. Forestry
Okay,
work
then I
table you're
think
using.
that's
Cool.
it's just a bit of fields I've set up here with some stuff I got from bone mealing grass and breaking the grass, like seeds and hemp.
Nice use of chisels and bits to make your in the middle of everything water pool, as well as your floating torch table.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also used chisel and bit to fence in the water source. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing that since we got like the, what was it called? I've already forgotten how the stuff was called before we had chisels and bits.
I
think
forget
we sawed
what it
stuff.
was.
Microblocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Microblocks. Yes, microblocks. Yeah. I pretty much
kinda
always
miss-
done it from the starter like that.
I kind of miss the old microblocks. Chisels and bits is just a bit too much for me.
It's a bit fiddly, yeah. If you just want to do something like this, it was a lot faster with the old microblock system. It's not bad, but like placing a line, you always have to place a block down to place it against, which makes it a bit fiddly, but yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's progress down one level, which is the machine floor so far. And yeah, here's the energy line coming down from the furnace, from the third furnace generator.
All powered by one furnace generator so far, huh?
So far, yes. So far,
You've got
yes.
your fermenter. You've got a singularity tank full of, I can't tell.
It's biomass.
I
I've
figure
just
you're
started
getting
because
ready for the-
I had to make biomass for the next step anyway for the greenhouse stuff, so I just set it up so we already have most of the biomass. Well, once the biomass challenge comes around.
Look at you two. Come Tuesday, you're just going to be turn in. All right, what's next?
Tell me about it.
In this case, yeah, but some of the challenges are feel a bit like out of order because for the greenhouse you already have to make biomass for some of the ingredients for the greenhouse blocks. So it's just like one step further to put on something to pull it out and just stuff in surplus green like saplings and have it produced.
Mm.
Then this thing over here is the plastic generation, like the 3 blocks down here.
Mm-hmm.
The block place, I'm just going to start that up, places down a wood block, and behind that is a tree fluid extractor which extracts fluid latex from the block, and that's fed into the latex processing unit together with water from back here, which is pretty much the industrial foraging way of producing water, which is in principle like the thermal expansion one. And yeah, pretty much the only thing you need is a bit of fluid transportation and some energy to make the plastic. It makes the tiny dry rubber that you craft 3x3 and then just smelt for plastic.
So then to speed this up, I assume that there would be potentially upgrades or parallelization.
I haven't exactly looked into that, but I think it's probably most polarization, because the limiting step is the tree fluid extractor. That's fairly slow block. Like, takes quite a while to extract the latex.
Yeah, and I'm not finding industrial foregoing upgrades. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the rest is just random machines we need for the stuff like the carpenter, for the next step, as well as the thermionic fabricator. And pulverizer, I'm not sure why I need it for something. Compactor is
Go on.
Yeah, the sawmill I made for the sawdust, because you can use that to make paper, and I wanted to, I think, one of the guidebooks. And for the work table, the forestry work table requires a book.
I see
So I
you're
made that
using
for the paper.
solar flux reborn cables back here.
Yeah, until like 5 minutes ago, this was all in the immersive engineering cabling. But they added it so if you touch them, you get hurt.
Without
cable.
insulation, yeah.
And it's kind of buggy. Like, I had a cable from like the top where it comes down to this block here, and I got hurt like standing behind it. Where there was like the cable was on top of it, so it should not have hurt me. So I got kind of fed up with that. So yeah, I just replaced it with a different type of cable for now.
And these
the compactor makes plates.
These look like they're pretty much magic cables. They in and out on everything.
Yeah, it's just like just one of the million types of RF cabling.
No special configuration required.
For this side, and over here is the IC2 stuff, which is I made a metal former because you need like a ton of cables and such. And the other is for making steel, because as far as I've seen, you need steel for the IC2 quest for the first one, and all the other steel processing stuff needs metal bricks or lava or things like that. So I went with the IC2 way, which is the blast furnace here on top, which needs compressed air, which is done by feeding the empty cells into the compressor, which you can see right now, and it's compressing the air, and it gets fed into the blast furnace. And the heater below is just because the blast furnace is purely heat-based. So,
yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much
cool.
it. Our next steps will probably be to set up mob farms. That's something we haven't tackled yet, but at least we'll need at least one in the nether to deal with our lack of a way to get lava.
So you don't have much down at the portal center yet?
No, it's just a platform, and in the nether there's just a platform for spawning pigmen, which I use to get the gold. So there's
Oh.
nothing. Or in case Finn, did you do anything more in the nether yet?
No.
I haven't been there since I got the gold for it. So
Well, very cool.
That's
Looks
pretty
like
much
you guys are doing quite a lot, and the other three of us have our work cut out for us. Thanks for showing us around.
Yes.
you're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Always fun to have visitors.
And now we're at the Blue Island, the island of Saf. This is I've using the chunk boundaries. I have a 2x3 chunk area that has been filled in with cobblestone slabs and stone slabs, which I'm slowly moving it all over to stone slabs. It's
Going
just
with
taking
the,
some time.
The classic Minecraft look, huh?
Yeah, why not? These chests right here are for holding important things, like the one on the right is for holding important things, the one on the left is for holding the things that we get as rewards and things. Speaking,
You know, this is a
go ahead.
this is a thing that I actually didn't know that chests could do. Sit flush on a bottom slab.
Oh,
Or no, this whole platform is bottom slabs. Okay,
Yes.
my perspective was off.
yep. This whole platform is bottom slab, so I wouldn't have to have torches everywhere. And so, yeah. And yes, I did make the bed. I had tons of ink, so I decided to make it a black bed.
You can possess the pig when you're in spectator mode.
Oh, that is cool. I did not know you could possess the animals.
I did not mean to do that.
But I did get a pig, which is cool. Where did the pig go? Oh, there's a pig. Okay.
You should probably build him a little enclosure so he doesn't go wandering off.
I'm trying to see how long he lives. And then this is just my little workshop area. I use tiny charcoal and stuff in the bottom one for being a little more efficient, and I even put signs. Regular coal in the top one for being the less efficient. And then I've got, it seems to be kind of a repeated thing of the automated charcoal, but I have this one running down a line. So instead of sending power elsewhere, I'm sending coal elsewhere.
Mhm.
So
I like that you folks are like separating out your resource generators and just having it take turns generating everything.
yeah.
I think that I might end up making use of something similar.
Right now I've got drawers. I think all my drawers are full. The only issue at this point with this system, because I haven't done anything to make it a lot better, is the chests do get full, and then the transfer nodes won't have any idea where to put something, because like in this one over here, the lapis is full, but the other ones are not, and it's trying to place lapis, so it's not able to place other things because of the way transfer nodes work.
Mhm.
So,
But you could, once you get emeralds, you could use retrieval nodes instead, or once you get a drawer controller, it'll sort itself out.
yeah, I figured once I get diamonds, I'll be happy. That's what I'm waiting on, is getting the drawer controller. And I just went ahead and attached my powered crafting table directly to the first furnace generator to use its power.
The chest across from the double chest across from the powered crafting table looks like it has a draconic evolution wrench stuck to the side of it for me.
Oh no, that is a regular wrench. From Extra Utilities 2, because
Okay.
whenever I had done the bone mill over here, I'd gotten the flowers I needed, so I used that to make the red dye. And then if you hit P from Draconic Evolution, you can place anything on the side of something else.
Interesting. That I did not know about.
Yeah, it's just like you'll notice that the stone hoe says it's from Draconic Evolution also.
Mm-hmm. Or Yabba Barrel of Apples seems a little anemic.
Yeah. The barrel just happened to be there, and I had an apple on me at the time. I've been... This chest is for my food, my cooked food. One of the things I've also done is I take the wheat and turn it into dough and then cook it into baguettes, because that's better and more efficient than regular bread from Minecraft.
Yep. It gives more hunger restoration, and you get one baguette per wheat instead of one bread per 3.
Yep. And since I don't have my clay axe, I just come here and basically hit things with whatever's in my hands at the time.
Is there like string floating over behind you, Seth?
String floating behind me?
Yeah.
Not that I know
at
of.
the edge of the. No. At the edge of the platform. Oh no, those are numbers that are in the distance, which is weird.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. But no, and then I am working on my other platform underneath for doing wiring and just have protection. And then down here is the water that goes down to the nether, but my nether is nothing spectacular at the moment. It is just a platform that pigmen spawn on. So I do have access to gold. I just haven't gone down there and killed them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be
You
able
also
to...
have access to lots of ink sacs that are slowly decaying down here because of all the squids that are spawning in your water thing.
Yeah, in my chest up here, you'll notice that I have almost 4 stacks of ink sacs that I've collected while just going down there to do things. So
Nice.
I think I'm good on ink sacs. So
Mm-hmm.
I decided I'd do that and just let them collect for a little bit, and yeah, I'll take care of getting rid of the water soon.
So yeah, we've got you, me, and Phoenix near the beginning of the game, and like having just built enough to finish the quest and be done with it, and maybe a little bit after that. And then there's Belgabor and Finvera.
Yes, definitely. But and I do like the fact that I've got the hemp. That's what helped me make my bed. I have my bed, so I'm good.
So we should tell people what our longer term plans are. And basically the idea that we've talked through and come to the decision on is that we're going to be streaming and recording this as a group every Tuesday, correct, Seth?
Yes.
With at least you and I there and everyone else who's available to be there. And after each Tuesday, we're going to pick what goals we are allowed to complete on the next Tuesday, and in between we can do whatever we want with the resources we have. Right. For our next stream, we're planning on having the ability to hand in the greenhouse fan and the induction furnace. Right?
Yes.
That's the intention, yes.
Yeah. Where are those on the...
Right here.
Right
to
here.
The...
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, we're allowed to turn these in next Tuesday because we are recording this on Friday.
Yep, and then we'll be given some glowstone and some quartz and black quartz, as well as a lead ingot. I think that's a rice seed and a rubber sapling from IC2.
Yes.
But there's ways around most of the things that you need in the game. I think that they've done a pretty good job of blocking off things like nickel and diamond, but I'm also uncertain on that. Right.
But yeah, we're basically...
Phoenix fell from a high place.
We're trying to use, like, I'm currently looking in the guides at the moment under FTB Pyramid, and I believe it is the appendix, the objectives and rewards. We're using this list as our way of choosing what order to do everything in. And so we are not playing this to try to break the map or anything like that. So I know that we'll probably get comments, hey, you know that you can skip to this if you do this. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. And honestly, we may end up deciding that since we need to start making biomass to do the greenhouse fan, we may end up deciding between now and the end of next Tuesday that we'll just do the biomass challenge too, because 50 buckets is nothing. Right. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. I mean, because we know that there's a way to finish this EU energy input without even making a single IC2 machine. So
yeah, And with the amount of time that we have the server running, it would be really easy to just hook all of our furnace generators up to the RU generation and RF generation and have it start generating that 30 million, because it would have been done by now.
Yep. So we know that there are ways to do certain parts of this faster. We're just choosing to do them in order to provide a skeleton for the series itself,
and kind of explore what options we have available along at each step. Because it's an interesting structure.
Sorry.
Go.
I was just going to say a lot of the stuff that you find at Belgabor and Fens is because they did a lot of research, or they were figuring things out, but with what they had. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
You worry too much. And also, this is going to be good practice exploring the options that are available at each step for when the inevitable expert mode pack comes out and I drag some of these people kicking and screaming into playing it with me.
Oh, it's going to definitely be kicking and screaming. I've been playing AoE. I don't know.
But you'll have me on your team this time.
I bow tremor. I bow tremor.
I think that's it for our explanation of how we're handling the series and for all the different tours. So there you go. You got to see all of the different bases, and you heard what the plan is. I've updated a little bit since the end of that. I really liked PM's idea of getting down there quickly. So I stole it. Wink. Did things a little bit differently, though. Hey, Pigman. What's up? How you doing? Walk in there. Go away. Go away, Pigman. You're not going away. I want to know how you're here. Whoa, no. Almost fell. Almost fell. Will you please go away? You do. Nope. 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 Come this way. There we go. Get in the water. Thank you. Well, I got one. Zombie flesh. But we're going to end off this particular episode with getting a little bit more than one. This is my little spawn area. I used some more of my stone slabs. And there's a bunch of zombie pigmen. And this, let's see. If we take this, we can make it into a string. Then we can do these, and this. And, yeah. Hi. How are you? So now I should be able to anger them all. Now to work on some gold. Kill the zombie pigmen. Now they shouldn't be able to spawn behind me because of the way I've got this covered. Let's see, is that enough? Nope, not just yet. So one more, let's see. Oh, I missed. One more arrow left. Got you? Ah! Nobody said you could come in here. Gassed. Hello, Gassed. Oh, zombies. Jumbos. Hey, Jumbos. Where? Come on. Oh. Ow. No, it's starting to hurt. Oh yeah, there's glass in the way in there. Oh, that sounds like there's more than one out here now. Do I have another? No, I don't. Of course I don't. Run! Run! Close. There we go. Alright. This should be enough gold to start reproducing it, at least. So, thanks in advance for the thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. I've been Saf, and you've been zombified.